Early in the morning, birds chirping, and again we outside. Outside. This one should be quick. This is gonna be different than everything else I talk about. May or may not get the views, but I seen this video. This this Instagram reel, and it was Thaddeus Young talking about the season that the Pacers could have did it, could have went to the finals. And it was funny to me because he was talking about how they faced the Cavs. I think it was 2018, 2017, one of them years. They faced the Cavs. Of course, LeBron was on the Cavs. I don't even think Kyrie was on the Cavs. I think it was I think it was a Kyrie-less Cavs. So all they had to face was LeBron. And LeBron whipped they ass so bad that gave Thaddeus Young PTSD. Gave that man PTSD. Thaddeus Young said, yo, we led for 24 out of the 28 quarters in that whole series. Now, 28 quarters, if anybody could do math, 7 times 4. 7 games, 4 quarters each game. That's a 7-game series. They led 24 out of the 28 quarters and lost the series 4-3. I think this is the Pacers that had Victor Oladipo. So this had to be 2018, 19, 17, something like that. But bro, I don't even think the Cavs made it. I think this might have been the year that the Raptors made it or something. Man, but it didn't matter anyway because the Warriors was going to beat whoever the fuck went up there because they had Kevin Durant. Well, except that one year that they got injured and, the Raptors won. But, yo, I think it's funny that people don't want to call, like, LeBron great and they don't want to say that he's great. But, yo, it's been so many people that has come out and said, yo, we would have had a championship or at least made it to the finals or I would be regarded better or I would have more All-Stars if LeBron just didn't exist. And I'm like, I'm not gonna lie. I strive to be that great. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, I strive to be that great. Like, for me to give people PTSD from me beating their ass on a year-to-year basis. Yo, Thaddeus Young, he didn't talk about any mistakes, any missed shots. Yo, we didn't shoot the 3 well. Yo, we didn't rebound. He said, no, bottom line, we led for 24 out of the 28 quarters. They led, for most of these games, they led the whole fucking game. And still lost 4-3. Yo, even in the games that they won, most likely they led the whole game. What? And it's not just Thaddeus Young and the Pacers, because I don't know who would have thought, even without Kyrie, with Kevin Love, without Kevin Love, he's not losing to the fucking Pacers that have Victor Oladipo. And I know that year that Victor Oladipo was doing his thing, he was nice. I was calling him Home Depot. Home Depot was nice. He was cashing everybody out. That nigga, yo, Home Depot was cooking. But no, you're not that good. You're not that good, bro. Sometimes the superstars do superstar things, and sometimes the role players do role player things. I don't care how good y'all are as a team, who coaching y'all. Like, no. Right now with the Thunder, they're not coached better than the Pacers in the current finals. So the Pacers might actually win in 7 games. Rick Carlisle, I don't know what he's telling them in the locker room, but Tyrese, he done played through a calf strain. They blew them out by 30. He played through a calf strain, and he still scored 14 points. He's injured. He still scored 14 points. Come on, bro. And he couldn't even get the ball in the hoop for the most of the first half. Nah. Cooking. How do you lose that bad? Like, I don't know. I think Rick Carlisle, I think the Pacers are going to win this series for real. I kind of want to bet on it, but I don't want to bet on it. But I want to bet on it because I don't think nobody going to, like, Thunder at home, nobody's going to bet against it. So, might make a lot of money. But yeah, man, LeBron really gave people, like, a lot of PTSD. Like not just Thaddeus Young, because I don't even, Victor Oladipo probably got a lot of PTSD too. But we can talk about, we could talk about playoff P. We can talk about Paul George. You know what I'm saying? Paul George, he's not even in, bro. He's talking about his years in Indiana, bro. That was his first, like, 6 years in the league, bro. He's not even on that team no more. And my man was like, yo, we could have made it to the finals, but LeBron exists. Yo, bro, he not talking about his leg snapping in the USA circuit and him being out for a year. He not talking about none of that. He not talking about how the team was built. Maybe somebody could have been around him that could have been better. Maybe Danny Granger maybe Danny Granger getting injured was probably not the best thing, because he was always injured. But he was nice, but he was always injured. Fam, how you forgot that you broke your leg on a basketball court? Like, his joint was twisted the other way. He forgot that. He said, no, the reason why I ain't win a finals or go to a finals is because LeBron James. Yo, he's giving niggas, he had to go to therapy for that. He admitted he had to go to therapy for that. Bro. yo, how great do I need to be for y'all for me to give other people PTSD? Like, yo, for me to get people to blame outside things on me, it had nothing to do with LeBron. LeBron was just hooping. And the biggest part is, we all gonna judge LeBron on his finals record. We're gonna judge LeBron on him not being able to carry a team when his second best player is either Mo Williams or Algauskas or Kevin Love sometimes, or Dylan Dover that won finals. Bro, I get it. He had a lot of great teammates. He had a lot of super teams. But we're not going to keep it a beam. If we're not going to keep it a beam, we might as well not even talk about it. Like, for him to be that great, for niggas to blame the loss on LeBron, they don't even talk about the rest of the team. I think Kyrie Irving might have been on that team when the Pacers lost. When Paul George lost, he was on a team with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. Dog, he talking about bro, what? They don't even they're not even mentioning, like, the third best shooting guard of all time. Not even mentioning him. They're like, LeBron? It's the reason we lost. You know how great you gotta be? Like, nah. It's just crazy. I really aspire to be that good. Like, that's not just good. That's not, like, amazing. Like, I'm really that bull. Like, you can't call me anything other than GOAT. Niggas is saying that they whole careers would have went better if LeBron was in a different conference. Not even realizing if they can't beat him to get out of this conference, you was never gonna get a finals if he was in the other conference. He would have been like 10-0 if it was y'all bum asses. Like, yo, what the he has really great players, like really all-time players. Paul George, DeMar DeRozan. We're not gonna name them as all-time players because, you know, they don't have like finals appearances and finals wins, and you know what I'm saying, the team stuff that don't really matter, but that, like, we know because I grew up watching this style of basketball, so I understand, like, these guys are great. Like, I'm going to tell my kids these guys are great, just like the people from the 80s would tell the 90s kids Sidney Moncrief is him. And I'm like, who the fuck is Sidney Moncrief? That's just, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. But, bro, like, how great do you have to be for niggas that have PTSD? Like, legit, like, they gotta go to therapy. They gotta talk about it with a therapist. Like, I could have been a finals winner, but LeBron existed. like, yo, like, if they had the flash powers, they would have went back in time and killed LeBron. Like, they wouldn't have did nothing else. They would have went back in time, murdered LeBron, and then let their whole career play out. Like, yo, that's crazy. Like, he had Thaddeus Young talking about the different Pacers. He had he had Paul George talking about, I think it was the 14 or 15 Pacers. He had Jeff Teague talking about the 15 Hawks. And then if you look at the 2015 Hawks, and the funny part is, I like all these players. The most funny part about this squad is I like every single one of these players. I like every single one of them. But I know, God knows, and everyone else in 2015 knew, they wasn't winning shit. I don't care if all of them had an all-star appearance. I don't care if all of them had their best season ever. Dog, Jeff Teague, Kyle Korver, Damari Carroll, or was that Damari Carroll? Or was that I think that was Damari Carroll. Or was that the other one? No, I think it was Damari Carroll. Is it about to rain? Are you serious? Alright, I'm about to wrap this up. But Damari Carroll, who was that? Paul Millsap and Al Horford. Now, you name these names, you say, yo, that's a solid role player. That's a nice boy. I would love to have him. Like, I would put him in that spot rather than an all-star. Save some money, put him in that spot rather than an all-star, because he can play with those people. Paul Millsap, nice. Al Horford, nice. Jeff Teague, at that time, in my opinion, he was nice. Kyle Korver, one of the best shooters to ever touch a basketball. Bro, these niggas is not winning no finals against nobody in 2015. Yo, to blame LeBron? Like, they're not even talking about the next person that, like, let's say they did beat LeBron. Let's say they did upset LeBron. You are never beating Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and I think it was 2015. No, he didn't leave OKC until, what was that? Was that 2016 or 17? I think it was 16. Yeah, it was either 16 or 17. So I don't think they had KD yet, but you're not beating Steph, Klay, and Draymond in a 7-game series. You're not. Like, the illusion of you to think that you would beat one of the greatest shooting teams of all time. Like, and actually, wait, if that was 2015, I think that might have been the 73-9 Warriors. Unless I'm getting my years mixed up. You thought you was beating the 73-9, what, bro? Bro, like niggas, they don't even think like they brain not even like wrapped too tight. Like, bro, what? What? LeBron was the problem? Did you check what's on the Western Conference? Like, to give people PTSD, legit PTSD, crazy work. Crazy work. I want to be that great in life. I want to be that great in life, man. I want to make a game so good that they really can't fuck with me. I don't want to hear no names. I don't want to hear Kojima. I don't want to hear EA. I don't want to hear none of them names. Like, I want to be so good at what I do, they really can't fuck with me. Because LeBron was so good at what he did, they didn't even think they could make it out the Eastern Conference. Yo, that is a bad L, bro. A bad L. Oh my God. Either way, my city needs me.